Welcome to JJ with Joy. Today I'm making these cute little clusters, and I thought while I'm sitting here doing this, I might as well just turn on the camera and finish up. All I've done is taken a tab. I've added a couple little pieces of one of a doily and either a fabric or a lace or both underneath, and added a little bit of some of them I put cheesecloth because I didn't have enough fibers. And then I'm adding a button on top. So that's all I'm doing. And I have some pretty, this is some sort of a thread. I don't know what it is, but let me get the fuzzies off of there. Anyway, I'm just throwing these through the buttons to leave a little jazz hanging out and cutting it off. And I should have probably put more on a needle, but I didn't. You know me. I just am sitting here playing and thinking, oh, I could be making a video showing what we're doing. I should let me move my light so you have a little better lightings. Let me do that. Is that better? Right there? Let's do it. I think it might be. Yep, so I'm just making a pile, seeing which button actually looks better and which one. It doesn't really matter, but some of them have more of a tone, like some of the buttons had a tone of a green. Well, and like this one, this is the face up, and I put it on the bottom, so it doesn't really matter. This one's like a shell button. This one's really pretty. Come on. So if I was trying to find matching, threads or stuff to go underneath, but they're awful pretty. Simple, very simple, easy to do. I had an order for these, special order from my shop. I have a lady that loves my clusters of all kinds, so she just orders from me every so often. And I try to keep these in my shop, but I haven't. I actually had got them ready to be done, and then Christmas came along, so I'm working on Christmas right now. Even though it's July, I'm still working on Christmas because it's fun, and I'm in a collaboration, so therefore, got to do what you got to do. So I moved my Christmas. I shoved it all to the back of my desk there, and just to put these up on the front, and we're playing tabs. I always say I'm going to not do, regular stuff. I'm putting Christmas out. I'm going to do Christmas until Christmas is done, and then we're putting it away, and then we'll go back to doing the other. But then, you never know. If you have somebody that wants something, you know how it is. You just go and do it. This is a little fabric doily, and there's a little piece of lace on the back of that one. Now, I save all my fibers, every single one of them. I might need to get more. I don't know that I have enough on this one to get it even through the needle. Maybe I do. We'll see. Barely. Okay. But I've ran out of my fibers. I need some more vintage fibers or creamy color fibers that I don't really have, I do have some random colors, since I've been working on Christmas. Is that the top or the bottom? See, these are very old vintage buttons. Nope, that's the bottom. And I think these are shell buttons because they're kind of a little cracked. I think that just adds so much to it. That's why I like to use those. That has a little piece of coffee dye on it. I don't know if that bothered her or not. I might just cut that one little piece off there. There we go. So pretty. These are like my favorite things that I make here. So let me get more thread on my needle. I found this stuff at a thrift store, and it's a bigger bolt than a... I love the way it is. Look at that. It's got just little teeny stuff on it, which is wonderful. Oh, I don't know if that's gonna go. Let me cut it, make it more perfect to get through, maybe. Been playing with the glue. I have it all over me. You know how it is. Yeah, these are all like shell or glass or I don't know. They're beautiful though. I ain't complaining about them. They're so pretty. I usually have a magnet that I keep this on, but instead of sticking it up there, I'm just going to use them. Now, I could go, I was using Aunt Lydia thread and just sewing through the top to the bottom to make sure it stayed. However, this thread does not like to go through that, through fabric. I mean, it just tears up so much, and then you end up wasting half of it. So I just decided to go ahead and glue the buttons on. I did sew one on, and I thought, yeah, I don't really like it. But anyway, let's find some more buttons. Oop, those too small. Now I just go to thrift stores and stuff, and I'm not using 4-hole. I'm only going to use the 2-hole. These are kind of a unique button there, so I thought those were fun, and I like that. If it's a bigger project, I'll put one of those on it. And if it has more white on it, those are bigger words, so I might stick that button on there. I try to make it somewhat match, you know, not 100% match, but it isn't perfect and it doesn't matter. But anyway, we're having a windy day outside. It is July, and it's acting like our spring is, it's still spring instead of getting on to summer. That button almost looks like there's 2 buttons glued together, doesn't it? That's weird. Very odd. Just like when tying a bow, I try to take off a little bit so they're not like perfectly the same size. Let's put this one on here. These are easy to make, and you can mass make them fairly easy. I'm finding that mass making is my friend when I'm doing my projects now. Before I, you know, never took the time to mass make because I always just needed one thing, you know, and then it ended up being something I needed again. Oh, that side's much prettier. I'm going to put this side down, even though, oh, that's the front of the button, though. Come on, glue, get off of me. But I really like that side, so I'm going to put this side down and not tell a soul except y'all. Hey, everybody in America will know. Okay, not everybody. You know everybody ain't watching in America. No, sir. Oh, but that just brings out, look, that brings out, this kind of almost looks blue. That looks brown. I really like that. Beautimus. Beautimus, beautimus. How is everybody today? Are you doing anything? It's almost the 4th. It's the 3rd of July, and it's kind of quiet around our neighborhood. I think all of our neighbors that like to do fireworks has gone out of town, which is kind of nice. Not gonna lie. I heard one firework yesterday, and that's the first one I had heard. And it wasn't even like a bunch of fireworks. It was just one firework. We almost thought it was a gunshot instead, but... And yes, they're legal to have the guns around here. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I love them. Let's get some of the fuzzy wuzzies off my desk. Got 3 more to make. If you guys have made something like this, let me know. You know, I'd love to see them. If you want to tell me where you're at, I don't mind you sharing that information. I go to Pinterest a lot, and I go to Instagram a lot to look for ideas for my shop and stuff. I have a shop on Etsy. Everything I do is JJ with Joy, in case you did not know that. But, and I do some special orders, you know, people ask me for stuff, but I don't know if whoops, there we go. And I love doing scrap clusters. They're my favorite. Oh my goodness, I just love scrap clusters. Love, love, love. This lady ordered 2 dozen of them, so I think I'll do this one. I'm a little warm. It's a windy, windy day. We get a lot of wind up here. I'm in Minnesota, and we do get a lot of wind. If you guys haven't been watching my quick tips, you should, if you're newbie especially, if you're new to junk journaling, you should especially check them out. But they're not all just for newbies. There's things that we forget, things that we don't remember, you know, well, I guess that's the same, isn't it? That we don't know that could be helpful to you. I'm going to cut off some of this scrap. Let that dry a little bit better. I got this one long piece here. And then, come on. There we go. Oh, no, I want this one a little bit shorter, maybe. And that one a little shorter, and that one a little shorter. Well, and then we have a cray one down here. There we go. There we go. So pretty. All right, one left. One, and I lost my needle. Hang on, I gotta turn on the light. I can't see. It's so dark down here. I see that Christmas fabric ended up on the floor, though, when I went flying by to see about that. You know, this is kind of more white. I think I will do the white one. I try to stay with the white buttons if the image and stuff looks more white, and if it doesn't, then here, let me get this off my desk. If not, then I put the other up there. Yay me. I don't like that quite as long. I'm going to cut some of those so they don't look perfect. See, I should look at the back of the button. Even though I know that's the back of the button, some of the back of the buttons are prettier than the front of the buttons. It's all right, though. It'll be fine. Come on, let go. I'm going to cut that off a little bit farther, and then we'll have that. Let me show you all the ones I've made, just because they are fun. So there's one. Oops. These are so fun. Oops. This one has a little peach color tinge. You know, you never know what color you're going to use in a journal. So it's always good to have a little different variety that's neutral enough that it can work. You got the blues, the peach, a little bit of pink, a little bit of, you know, vintage photo looking black. Sorry, I hope I'm not getting too close here so you're not really getting the effect of them. Got 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. So there you go. What a fun little pile. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up if you like what I've got. Share if you like. And if you'd like to see more from me, subscribe, ring the bell, and choose all for notifications. And until next time, remember your day is full of choices, so choose joy. Have a great day.